after 6 years of a lot of waiting and a lot of persistence, I have finally done it. My very own PC, gaming PC to be exact, made during the worst time possible for PC components, 2026. There is a lot to talk about this PC. I will leave that until the end of the video because I just don't want to talk. I don't want to info dump you guys like the first minute of the video. The bigger question is, what the hell am I doing in the living room slash kitchen? I was doing my regular maintenance for the PC, you know, dusting things off, making sure everything is working, which happens about 5 to 7 days, so like weekly. There's been a lot of dust recently. I don't know where, honestly. I might have to invest in both a dehumidifier and a, what's it called again? Air purifier, and then, you know, just cover them around the house because there's been, goddamn, this lens sucks because the weather has been pretty trash lately, and I expect trash weather for, you know, the winter season, not in fucking March of all months. I don't know. Yeah, spring is supposed to be nice. Like, what is this? Look at that unrestricted airflow. You know, it's probably a very bad idea to have the PC open like this and have it on, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Come on, boys. It's time to put you to sleep. Only for a little bit. There we go. Damn, that is loud. Another thing too, before I break down the specs of this thing, I'm not a PC guy. What do I mean by that? Well, in terms of, like, you know, all of the specifications in the software side, so, you know, GPU, CPU, RAM, and the software stuff, I think I'm somewhat very well versed in that. Not so much the physical part of it, you know, assembling the whole thing together and then hoping to God it runs, and then setting up all the drivers and shit like that. I tried assembling a PC back when I was a kid. I think this was like 8 to 9 years ago. That blew up quite literally, and that shit has traumatized me since. I don't want to talk about it. So I just want to shout out two, well, not two, but like multiple, but it's a lot. First, I want to shout out Hackcom. I'm not sponsored by them, but they are, well, their long name, wow, their long name is Hanoi Computer. They are the biggest computer shop in Hanoi, and yeah, they sell, I mean, it's literally in their name. They sell computer parts and a lot more than that. They are about as reputable as a computer store gets, especially in like a second world country. And they, not only they provide all the parts, which thank God, but they assembled for me this whole PC, which took like, you know, just a converse with a guy, and then there it is. Also, another shout out to my friends, you know who you are, who basically helped me assemble all these parts together, see what's what, and a certain furry friend of mine has also helped me to not necessarily overclock the RAM, but like make it run at like a higher speed, because before it was running at like the minimum speed. I should probably go and research that, it's been a while. But yeah, so shout out to you guys, shout out to you in particular. Thank you. Damn, this is that more dust? So the most expensive part in this PC is, thankfully not the RAM, but it is the GPU, which is an RTX, a Gigabyte RTX 5080 WindForce OC CFF with 16 gigs of VRAM, GDDR7. It's a 5080. I don't really know what much else to. Wow. It's a 5080. I don't know what else to say other than this thing is an absolute beast. It has it has this blasted through almost every game, new game imaginable. Yes, I tested this on RE9 with path tracing and DLAA on, and damn does it look amazing. My father suggested a 5090, which, like, I appreciate the suggestion, but no, just no, I'm sorry, no. Not much to see with the GPU. That's the fans. This thing is big. It's massive and it's heavy too. I had no idea GPUs could get this heavy, which, I mean, to some of you guys, it's like, yeah, you guys probably touch computers all the time, but not me. This is something else. This thing it's big. The second most expensive thing on this list is unfortunately the RAM, which is a Corsair Dominator Titanium white with RGB DDR5 at 6600 megahertz. That's not actually what it's running on. I last time it was running at like 6. This is insane. Okay, so when we first like assembled the parts together, this was a week before this PC got assembled, which was on January 26th. So like around the 18th and 19th. This the RAM, the kit was around say 6 to 8 million VND. On the day that this thing was assembled on the 26th, that price has jumped up to 12 million VND. And right now it's sitting at like around 15 to 16 million VND. Like that's over half the price, something like that. Before that it was a bargain. Now this thing, like 2 of these RAM kits could easily like cost the whole GPU itself. As for it being white, okay, when I showed this PC to a lot of people, they kind of, I'll say bullied me, but kind of like, why is this white? Your whole PC is black and the only thing white is the RAM. So I was going to have black RAM with the exact same model, just like, you know, black. The black ones all got sold out for pretty obvious reasons, and so they just Hackcom only had the white ones around, and like I could just place an order for that and wait for another week or so, but I did not have the time and patience to really, like, this has gone on for way too long. Just buy the fucking thing. And honestly, now that I look at it, the splash of white does look kind of cool, and it's unique, it's interesting. Unfortunately very pricey, but yeah, quite hell of a story with this thing. Next up on the list is, you can't see it because it's being blocked by the CPU cooler, is the CPU itself, which is an AMD Ryzen 7 7800 X3D. 8 cores, 16 threads. It's a solid CPU, no notes. Next is the motherboard, which is the Gigabyte B650M Aorus Elite AX. Jesus Christ, these names. I'm actually pretty happy with the motherboard, mainly because, like, you know, they come with like those easy latches, so you can just, like, you know, you want to take the RAM out, there's like this, I'm pretty sure a latch for it somewhere, yeah, over there. Just plop that down, apply a little force, and poink, pull it out. Same for the GPU, which I don't know if you can see the latch in there. No, it's a bit too dark for that. But yeah, the latch makes just removing things so much easier. And other than that, yeah, it's a motherboard. For storage, this thing is running on 2 terabytes of a Corsair MP600 Core XT, so 2 1 terabyte SSDs. This thing initially came with only 1, and like I thought to myself, yeah, this is probably fine for me for like about a week or 2. After installing a few games, it quickly filled up the storage, and like I had to just go buy another SSD. And fun fact, installing another SSD in here was my very first PC upgrade. Disassembling this thing, putting the SSD in, and then assembling everything back took me a total of 3 fucking hours. You might say it's a skill issue, and I would absolutely agree with you. Mainly because I'm shit scared of dealing with PC components and like breaking stuff and like having to replace it and whatnot. So the fact that I managed to do all of that and almost broke sweat, and somehow, yeah, it was very overwhelming. But we finally have 2 terabytes, not just 1 terabyte anymore. I'm happy. I'm more happy that I didn't break anything as well, and everything is kind of really at its default configuration. Last, we'll just speed these 3 things through. You've got a Asus Tough Gaming. My God, these names are insane. Asus Tough Gaming 850 watts gold. It's a power supply. I really like the typography on the Tough Gaming though. I think Asus cooked with that. CPU cooler is an id Cooling Frozen A620. Man, I haven't heard of id Cooling before I'm getting this PC, but Apparently they're like really popular, especially over in the West for like, you know, mid-end budget, sometimes also high-end PCs. Yeah, these things are massive. They're a beast too. Finally, to round off the whole list is the PC case itself, which I have to go get my phone out, is a Canoe Esport AF100. This thing did not come with like a manual at all, so I had to figure out how to open up the front panel and like the side panel all by myself. And so the total price of this PC is, there we go, 72 million. You know, if it wasn't for the fucking RAM bumping up the price, it could have been down to 67 million VND, 68, 69, whatever. But yeah, 72 million running that up, which is around $2,000. Very, not just solid, over solid. This is like we're approaching the end game, boys. There's no bottlenecks as far as I mean, there shouldn't be any. These are like pretty high-end components. But you know, it doesn't hurt to like test shit and just. It's nice that everything works together in tandem. And this fucking thing, I don't know if you guys noticed this. This is like a piece. This is a Wi-Fi connector router thing, you know, pointing towards your router and then it'll easily pick it up. This thing actually has onboard like network, but I just put this on anyways because I like the nicer connection. And it's magnetic too, which is actually really fucking cool. I did not know, like, I know these things exist. I didn't know magnetic versions of these things existed. And because like the space constraints inside of my bedroom, which you guys will probably see in a sec, I had to put it like this. So now my PC is permanently erected. Start this baby off. Look at that unrestricted airflow. Damn. Very little dust too. I took way too much time dusting this thing off. It is in perfect yippee. The peripherals are more or less the same from my laptop. You got the G305. The keyboard is actually new. I bought this thing like a few months ago. This is a Keychron K8. It's both Bluetooth and wired. It's Bluetooth now because, hello? There we go. The monitor is an Asus Pro Art. This thing is max 75 hertz at 1920 by 1200, so essentially 1080p at 16 by 10. I've grown to love 16 by 10 ever since I got my MSI laptop. I think the extra little space is just so nice, not just for like, you know, reading, but also for like game environments, you know, having that extra little verticality. I played RE9 like recently. And I applied like for, I don't know why Capcom keeps doing this. That engine still has like no ultra wide support. So, you know, I had added the RE framework patch, put the 60 by 10, and dear God, the Rhodes Hill Care Center and Raccoon City looks amazing on 16 by 10. Plus, you know, all of the path tracing and the DLAA. And I know you guys are gonna ask me too, why are you? This is 1080p on a 5080. Like, yeah, I do know that. This thing, I'm very much not using the GPU to the fullest it can be, but mainly because I already had this monitor around, so it's like, what's the fucking point in getting another monitor when I already have this one, which is already gonna serve me like my needs. I bought this thing around two years ago for a school project, which required me to, you know, have a bigger screen than my laptop and like color accuracy and all that stuff. So I got this monitor. I hooked it up for my laptop for about a month, did all of my projects work on it and some gaming, and then after that I didn't really need it anymore, so it sat in my dormitories for about a few months. And then I think this was around like summer of 2025. Not summer, I think like January. One of my neighboring friends, basically, he came over to my place. He asked me, bro, do you have another monitor? Because, you know, I believe he was doing like Twitch streaming or something, and he wanted to use my monitor as like And he wanted to use my monitor as like a for Twitch chat basically, which is a bit funny because this thing is a bit too stubby for Twitch chat, but I can see where he's going with that, maybe like multiple chats and stuff. And oh damn, the realism. And I lent him my monitor, and he had that shit for like all the way until I moved here, which was like 4 months later. He called me when I was finishing moving here, and he called me to get it back. I went over to his old place, and at that point the monitor was covered in like you can clearly tell, not only was it used well, it was also like it also went through a lot of traumatic stuff because it was caked in like dust, dead insects, a lot of like anomalous liquids. Don't know where the hell it came from. It was like dry as hell when I wiped it off. And yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. This monitor went through World War II for all I know. So yeah, oh wow, the fuck, that's new. Yeah, I forgot too, the motherboard itself has like a little light down here. It's apparently also RGB, like some sort of MSI mystic light. Very the light's mostly being snuffed out by the RTX by the GPU, but yeah, it's a cute little light compared to the very big light and an even bigger light. So why has it taken me so long to finally have a PC? So many people have like asked me about this, and it's a lot. So from the period between 2019 until 2025 was pretty tumultuous. Basic TLDR, I moved a lot. I was very busy. I really did not have the time and like the patience to get myself a PC, even though I did technically have the cash to do that and the people, you know, to support me in doing that. But the thing is, I could have jumped into PC, like making my own PC at any time I wanted to, and like nobody would have like, you know, stopped me or disagreed with me from doing it. So why has it taken me this long? It was because, well, PCs to me, especially one of this degree, is a commitment. It is a commitment of time, effort, money especially, and it is a long-term thing that you have to continually check, replace, switch to something new. And a lot of that is why, you know, I've always stuck with laptops, because I just did not want to have to deal with so many of the hassles that PCs have. And like, don't get me wrong, like you guys can shit on console gaming all you want, and I probably might agree with you like perhaps half of the way there. But the one thing you can't you can't tell me like think any other way is that console people do have it easier, because all they have to do is buy the system and then just boom, it's ready to go. Whereas PCs are infinitely more complex. There's so many components and things and software that I have to deal with that eventually, like if you look between like consoles and PCs, I can see why console people would just rather not, and yeah, I wouldn't blame them for that. And it took me until January 18th or 17th for me to finally lock this PC in and like finally commit to it. And I'm particularly happy with that, because that's like, to me, is a sign of how far that I've grown as a person since first getting into this gaming thing. Because I started like gaming on like a 2012 workstation laptop, and going from that to this in just 5-6 years, no, 7 years actually, is amazing. I'm proud of myself for that. Now, of course, I didn't build it, but shut the fuck up. But yeah, that is the PC, and now damn, I spat all over my keyboard. Now it is probably time to put back up the side cover, the side panel actually, and bring it into my bedroom. So I will do just that. I have to like, damn, a little bit nasty. It doesn't come across the camera that much, but you are a nasty guy. Jesus. Alright. That is good. Top and bottom of this side cover is like magnetic, which is actually, jeez. Okay, maybe do it like this. Oh my god, stop. Holy fuck. Oh my. Oh. Are we good? Are we good? Can you fucking not, sir? Oh. Boom. Properly secured. Gotta throw all this trash away. It's time. Unplug everything and bring it back to its former place. Oh, this thing is massive. I don't know how have I done this? Oh, damn! You get out of the way. Oh no, that's not good. No, my beautiful stool with all my Casio boxes. Look at all that airflow, which is, I have no idea if this is good or bad airflow. You guys might have to tell me. But to me, I mean, there's space. Now to clean. Oh wow. When I say there's like a lot of dust in this room, there is a lot of dust. I'll wipe you down as well. Clean you up. My two little birds. I don't know what birds they are. I'm just assuming they're pigeons because pigeons are cute as hell. It's my cough syrup. Whoa! Keyboard all the way here. This is gonna be annoying. What about this setup is annoying, really? Not the computer, but like the whole table in general, because it's not that ideal for PCs. This is more for like laptops or like smaller PCs. Not to this extent, anyways. All-in-ones. Come on. There we go. Oh, I need to tell you how messed up this whole setup is. That cable. That is this whole power thing. This is where like all of the electronics go. If someone accidentally pulls this thing, like it's game over. Everything is shutting off. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Okay, push you in a little bit. No, you're squishing yourself on the fucking speaker wires. Get off there, sir. Last but certainly not least is the power supply itself. The power supply. Alright, here we go. Yep, correct orientation. Okay. Make sure that's a snug fit. Boom. No, you get out of there. You go here. Make my life easier. You go here instead. Oh my god. And hold on. One last time. Just hold on one more time, please. There we go. And scene. Oh, that was a lot of cardio. That's my cardio for the week. Oh, yep, that's the PC. That's my PC. Look at that. Ain't she a beaut? 7 years for this. I've done it. Oh, good lord.